1 second, y'all. Hold on. Okay. First off, I love the diversity in the comment section. Leave it up to legend. Y'all don't even know what I gotta go through. Y'all don't even know what I gotta go through when it comes to legend, okay? If y'all were just a fly on the wall in the group chat. Y'all don't even know. Well, first and foremost, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Movie Bag, and in this video, I'm gonna be doing our week 6 live discussion for Love Island USA season 7. If this is your first time here, don't make it your last. Stick around, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the post notification bell so you can be alerted every time I upload. I am Movie Bag, so I do reviews, reactions, and commentary to movies and television. I also do Love Island, of course, binge the playlist. I do other reality competition shows, and I am doing Big Brother. So if that's something that you're interested in, binge my channel, binge my playlist, and I promise you're gonna find something that you like, okay? Y'all already know. If you don't know, now you do know. How we get started here is we go through the comments. I got my little intro question that I want y'all to participate in as y'all come in, like the video. Of course, jump in the chat. Let me know that you're here. Let me know who you're voting for. Who you rooting for? All right, that's some HBCU pride right there. BBU. Okay, but anyways, who you rooting for? All right, we now have our 4 couples into the finale of Love Island USA season 7. Are you going for Amaya and Brian? Hey Mari, are you going? Oh Lord, are you going for Iris and Pepe? Are you going for Nick and Olandria? Or are you going for Chris and Huda? Drop down in the chat. Let me know who you are rooting for. And if you're part of the rewatch game, make sure you drop down in the comment section and let us know who you rooting for. All right. Movie About You better have voted for Nick Olandria, and I'm not playing. I think Nick Olandria gonna win, but Amaya and Brian should win. I don't understand how Nick Olandria has so many supporters. Where was that energy pre-Casa? What happened in Casa? Oh, but yeah, before they had to force themselves together, right? Okay. Well, you guys, should I tell y'all who I voted for? Nah, I'll tell y'all at the end. I'll tell y'all at the end. So y'all already know, I did not do a review to episode 34. Am I yelling? Is the music too loud? Let me know. I feel like the music's too loud. Let me turn it down. I feel like I'm yelling. Okay. I didn't do a video for episode 34. To me, it wasn't that much to talk about. So I'm going to put it with this live discussion. So let's go through these families real quick. I literally just finished the episode. Literally. I have not been. It used to be I was waiting, pressing refresh, exit out, exit in on Peacock app just so I could be first to watch the episode. Now I don't even care. Don't even care. But Iris and Pepe. Was that Pepe mama? Anyways, Pepe mama likes Iris. I don't really think Iris family cared too much for Pepe. They did bring up TJ because I personally do like Iris with TJ. I really do. But the sister and the mom was like, my mom was like, I'm picky, but as long as you're happy, I'm cool. And the sister was like, I like TJ, but to see how happy you are with Pepe, I'm cool too. All right, when it comes to Ace and Shelly's parents, Shelly's mom loves Ace. Shelly's dad is a man of few words. I was like, either he not feeling Ace, he not feeling the cameras, or he's just a man of few words. He gonna pipe up when he needs to pipe up. So who knows when it comes to Shelly's dad? He's a mystery. But the family definitely liked Shelly, for sure. Everybody kept saying Ace has been standing on business. I mean, I don't disagree that he definitely speaks his mind as he should. You know what I'm saying? But business? Okay. All right. What type of business? Is it legal legitimate business? Okay, anyways. Amaya and Brian, their families were cute. I think their families would get along the most. Their families seemed the most effortless together. As well as Nicole and Andrea people. Chris and Huda. Well, first off, Amaya Papaya put a cover up on. Y'all families are here. When they knew it was family day, I understand that we all wear bathing suits and heels and stuff. But when the family's coming around, I'm gonna put on a cover up. We should have all agreed to wear some sundresses for this episode. Like, y'all knew what the vibes were when y'all woke up this morning. I'm just saying. That's not how I was raised. All right, Huda and Chris. So Huda's sister, was it her sister? Would both of her sisters came? Because they both look young, so I knew one couldn't have been a mama. But the oldest, I guess, sister, the one who was like, you finally shut up, I like her. I think I like her. Chris, mama and sister were definitely trying to be politically correct, in my personal opinion. Like I said, well, they said they approve because he brings out a calm side of her. Okay, and what does she do for him? You know what I'm saying? But they also stated, you know, like, when it comes to Huda, as women, we can relate. Which, honestly, when it comes to Huda, as women, we can relate. It's just her lack of accountability. It's just her little white lies. It's just her way of voicing and not voicing. Her selfishness. I don't know, bro. It's like the passion, I understand, but it's everything else I can't get behind. So if I was on here, if I was Chris's sister and or mama, baby, I'm gonna tell it like a TI is. Like, I'm not gonna start no argument or no fight or nothing, but I'm definitely gonna be like, Huda girl, woo, you a firecracker, ain't you? Ain't you? You a little rare, ain't you? Woo! But in their defense as well, they said the last thing that they saw was when he voted. So I guess the baby challenge. Let's see. When it comes to hold on, D. I'm gonna get to y'all comments. When it comes to Nick and Olandria, I love Olandria's mama. Her mama is so funny. Her mom is funny and body too. I don't know. Olandria and her mom together, I like them together. Out of everybody who I witnessed, they had me cracking up the most. Of course, her mom stated, you know, like, everybody has been seeing it from the very beginning. Like, they been knew that y'all had chemistry. We just waiting for y'all to catch on to it. I did want her mom, and maybe they edited it out, but the same way that Iris family brought up TJ, I wanted her mom to bring up, and Huda brought up Jeremiah. I wanted Olandria and or her mom to bring up what was going on with Taylor. What was going on with Taylor, girl? What was he doing that we weren't seeing? Because that boy definitely had your mind gone. Like, can we get some real people on the show, please? Can we get some real people on the show, please? Come on, y'all. Come on. Nick's family adores Olandria. They've been very vocal online, so we already knew that. They didn't really state anything new. Nick comes from a family of comedians. I love his mama too. Like, and apparently the dad is the actual comedian of the group. So Nicholas. Nicolette. No, it's playing. But as far as Nick and Olandria though, like, together, no. Families love each other. Families are cool AF. But like, even when Olandria's mom asked her, I can't remember verbatim how she worded it, but Olandria's like, I do really like Nick. I mean, of course, he a cool dude. Of course, you really like Nick, but like, she didn't give anything past a friend zone answer to me, so I just did not see it for them. When it comes to the elimination for this episode, actually, before we do that, let me get into these comments about what y'all talking about when it comes to the family members. Let's see. All right. We've been like Nick and Olandria. I don't know what y'all talking about. Okay. Y'all talking about the Nick and Olandria clan. Iris family like TJ more. I like TJ more. And it's not even just more so like as a person. It's just like them together. You know what I'm saying? And if I was Pepe mama, I would be like, you know, Hannah was a fun girl, but I feel like Iris is more mature, you know, more ready to settle down. Hannah would not be ready to settle down. Hannah out here living her hot girl summer, okay? Amaya's family had to fake smile. Do you hear me though? Do you hear me though? Because I know her mama is real. Her mama's probably one of the realest people out of all the family members. Her mama was real because she was like, I didn't like how they were treating you. I didn't like to see that. I didn't like seeing that. I said, period, mama. Cause let him know. I would have been like, him and those other two that's gone. Yeah, I wasn't rocking with them. But honestly, what I guess I could say about Ace is what I respect is the fact that he didn't wait to gang up on Amaya. He had already had this conversation with Amaya. It was just like, okay, boy, at this point, why do you keep beating the dead horse? Like, we get it. I did too much in your eyes. Okay, we get it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better not relate to her. Okay, so when it comes to Huda, like I said, like passion-wise, we relate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess I'm trying to make it right. You know what I'm saying? There are some things in Huda, okay, that I relate to. So more so like the dominant energy. Granted, I'm not selfish and I'm very self-aware. I'm a good communicator, but it's just more so like when I said in my reviews, like, we know who to try, because we know who to try. You know what I'm saying? Jeremiah, she tried Jeremiah. That's why she was calling him all out his name. She tried him because he was easily tried. He tried to stand up at the end, but it was too little too late. She had already ran over you, steamrolled you. JD, I knew he was going to try, but hell no, sir. I'm not. Stop it. When it came to Chris, I felt like he had a more masculine energy that would counterbalance her. And he just like she gonna run over him too. As y'all saw in the last episode on 33, when she was like, okay, well, if you want me to leave, then I'll leave. Like, if you don't want to pursue this, then I won't pursue this. Like, turn that around on him just like that. I understand Huda with some of her tactics. Maybe I'm just an understanding person. Maybe I'm reformed. But I understand her when it comes to some of her tactics. But when it comes to like I said, the lack of accountability, the white lies, the being selfish, that I don't understand. I don't understand. You know, you feel me? I don't know what chemistry you are referring to. Are you talking about between Nick and Alandria? Yeah, I don't see any either. Respectfully, Alandria's mom was Cap. Nobody was shipping Alandria since episode 1. No. I think she was talking about like the blindfold challenge. The blindfold challenge. I feel like that's when people were kind of like, okay, yeah, I see these two, you know? Maybe Ace and Alandria, but Nick had his eyes on Bella. Yeah, no, I think it was with that blindfold challenge. That was pretty early on. Looking like 100,000. Yeah, her mom was looking good. Mm-hmm. Very, very, very beautiful lady. And like I said, she was funny. They had me rolling. Anyone know why Amaya apologized to Ace before him and Shelly left the villa? Yeah, let's get into that. All right. So basically, we're done with episode 34 review. I didn't drop that video because I said it wasn't a lot to say. That would have been a 10-minute video, I guess. But at the very end of the episode, Shelly and Ace are eliminated and they did go home. So that will take us into our segment. If you are new to the lives, what's tea? We talk about the tea inside and outside of the villa, and then we get into the highlights of the week. So we gotta start off. I mean, I guess we can start off with the exit interviews, since that's what we're talking about, people leaving. I did watch Ace and Shelly and Taylor and Clark's exit interview. They weren't really any highlights from the video, but let's start with Ace and Shelly. So Ace confirms he is 5'10", so y'all can leave him alone. Ace confirms he is 5'10", so y'all can leave him alone. My only thing is, when he came on the season, he was like 5'10", he a short king. I was like, 5'10", I've dated dudes 5'10", like that ain't short to me. But maybe because I'm 5'7", so like to me that's fine. Like I dated dudes 6'7" too, and it's like, bro, that's you tall as hell. you might be a little bit too tall for me. Ain't nobody trying to be on my tiptoes all the time, neck breaking and you know what I'm saying? Meg the Stallion is 5'10". Well, but she also had on heels. She also had on heels. Let's get into this comment right here. Ace did say that Amaya apologized to him before he left, saying, she's sorry for, how she made him feel. So initially I was like, what is she apologizing to him for? But then I gotta think, right? Just like women have boundaries and we expect men to respect our boundaries, men are allowed to have boundaries and they should be respected as well. So if she apologized for that, cool. I really wish instead of him saying, "Oh, girl, we cool," he should have apologized to her as well. I apologize for beating the dead horse and making you feel like you were too much for everybody when you were really just too much for me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's a hindsight thing. Maybe that's when they get their phones back and they watch a couple of other people's reviews and see, where we felt like they went wrong. Maybe that's when he'll have that realization. Another thing, when it came to Shelly and Ace's interview, I really feel like Ace and Shelly were BSing. I feel like they were very politically correct in their interview. When it came to, they asked about the Jeremiah thing. So they asked, I watched two different reviews. No, Ace and Shelly, I watched one review. Taylor and Clark, I watched two different reviews. But Ace and Shelly with the Jeremiah thing and with the Hannah thing, they stated that they did not eliminate strategically. It was basically just how people were moving in the villa and what they did what they felt like felt right. And then Shelly was like, but at the end of the day, it never felt right. And I was like, well, the question is, and if I was an interviewer, I would have been like, well, why did it feel right to send Hannah home? Like, y'all got to ask specific questions. So with those PR vague type of answers, we can get real specific answers. Do you feel me? So saying that, oh, we just had to follow our heart, we just did what we thought was best. Well, why did you think sending Hannah home was best? What was the reason? And same for Ace. Okay, well, why did you feel like it was right to send Jeremiah home? Like, why? What was he doing? Okay. But Ace is basically, standing on, what he said. Both of them are standing on what they said in the villa, yeah. Yeah. What did he say? Oh, Ace also stated that, similar to what Jeremiah said, that they were cool, but they did disagree on a lot of things. And he said that we would just have to agree to disagree on a lot of things. And me, Nick, and Taylor agreed to disagree on how he moved in the villa, which is ultimately what led him to going home. I was like, wow. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, if they could let it go in the villa, we gotta let it go as fans, y'all. I'm not letting it go, but I'm letting it go, but I'm not letting it go. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I see you, bro. But I mean, you gave your answer. I can't tell you how you feel. I can't tell y'all how, you know what I'm saying? I got my opinion, you got yours. We're going to agree to disagree, right, Ace? We're going to agree to disagree. They did state that they're going to continue their relationship outside of the villa. That's what they meant by the words exclusive. And was there any more highlights to Ace and Shelly's interview? I don't think so. Oh, with the girl code thing, they asked Shelly, did she feel like a lot of the girls follow girl code? And I was like, well, the way that you worded that question, it's easy to say, yes, I feel like a lot of the girls follow girl code. You didn't ask me, do you feel like Huda followed girl code? Like, be specific. But she stated that, really well worded. She was like, I do feel like a lot of the ladies follow girl code. What happened is, we just didn't see eye to eye on what that code was. So that's something we had to talk about and set boundaries for. Okay, boom. Very nice. Very nice. Taylor and Clark. I like Taylor and Clark together. They are the same to me. He's a little bit more outspoken, but quiet, awkward, goofy. I think that they go together real bad. That's what I feel like. Oh, let's see what y'all saying about the Ace interview. Ace karma was Jeremiah and Shelly karma was Hannah. Poetic justice. Well, some people feel like that, yeah. So he kicked out Jeremiah because they disagree on things. I ain't letting this go. What he said, what they agreed to disagree about was specifically how Jeremiah was moving in the villa. Ace felt like Jeremiah was moving too fast. Jeremiah felt like he was doing what he do. And I mean, when you got more people that disagree with you, you are going to get outvoted, I suppose. But, yeah. Decent. I ain't letting shit go. When it comes to Taylor and Clark, a lot of people, I know it's a clip on a clip on TikTok going around where they said, Huda did her biggest one. And a lot of people are interpreting that Huda sat on Ace's face. But that's not what they said in the interview. They just said she did her biggest one, and Taylor says she damn near. Okay, so a lot of people are running with it, and trust me, I agree. Huda did absolutely too much, but like a lot of people are putting words in people's mouths, just like with the Coco interview. it was clipped up to where she was just talking about, Landry was like, my man, my man, my man. And Winter was like, to the point of delusion. And Coco just started laughing. Now, everybody mad at Coco for what she said. But if you watch the entire interview, which was a snooze fest, it was hard to get through. But if you watch the entire interview, they asked her, was she surprised that that Taylor chose Clark? And she said she was, because Landry was walking around very confident, very sure, like, this is my man, my man, my man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why she was shocked. So please, you guys, do not just go off of what these clips are given to y'all on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Go watch the full interview, because a lot of people take things out of context so they could stare and spin and push a narrative. But hopefully we older, right? We older, we understand that, okay? Media literacy is very important. All right. Taylor and Clark, they're also going to continue their relationship outside of the villa. What else? Taylor said that he was not a minion of Ace, and he said he'd be damned if he let somebody shorter than him tell him what to do. Taylor, he said, wasn't nobody the leader in the villa. He said, especially not the shortest person. Taylor said, put some motherfucking respect on my name, because honestly, we definitely said that Taylor was a follower, because that's what it appeared to be. It could be looked at as friends, or it could be looked at as Ace is vocal, and y'all are just like, yes, Master Ace, let's do what you say. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just how things were perceived out here on the TV screen. Let's see. Yes, Rodri, we're going to get to that. No, Ace and Shelly's karma was that they allowed Huda to stay when she was showing her and should have been voted off. That was everybody's karma. The edits have been diabolical. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, just don't look at everything that's clipped up, because they definitely take things out of context. So, click worthy, clickbait, right? Clickbait. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and get into when did this happen? He literally asked Ace to talk to Alandria. When did this happen? Please let me know. Because I think I've seen somebody in the comment section of something say something similar, but I don't recall that happening. All right. Hey, girl. Welcome to the chat. Going off of what Roderick said, anti-blackness prevailed this week. We have influencers on one thing. We had this influencer I've never heard of, some white girl, don't even know, hitting a punching bag and stated that it was Shelly and Alandria. Why? Then you have BuzzFeed, a popular news site, blog, whatever you want to call it. They decided, I'm going to come back to you, D. They decided, let's also have some fun at Shelly and Alandria's expenses. Shelly more particular. So let me go ahead and read this. Y'all can see the little image up there. BuzzFeed's tasty blog is facing backlash after posting a since-deleted Instagram carousel titled, "What I Think Each Love Island Girl Deserves for Breakfast." The post paired each Love Island USA contestant with a cheeky breakfast item. This is from Vibe magazine, by the way. When it came to contestant Shelly, a Haitian-American Islander, the post was no longer funny. Her breakfast featured fruit, goldfish crackers for Ace, and a knuckle sandwich, represented by a white fist wedged between two slices of bread. Viewers quickly called out the image as violent and racially charged. Shelly's social media team responded with a strong statement accusing BuzzFeed of promoting a subtle yet present message of domestic violence, YouTube, through imagery infused with anti-blackness and misogyny. All right, and if y'all can see, it might be a little bit little, but they updated it. And they kept the fruit, they kept the goldfish, and then they changed the knuckle sandwich to blueberry pancakes. Where's her flour? Because if y'all really watched the show, Ace brought her flowers. Y'all know that Shelly loves flowers. Chris brought her flowers. If y'all really had good intentions, you know what I'm saying? Why? And here's the crazy part to me. Why? Why do you want to hit Shelly? Why does Shelly deserve a knuckle sandwich? That's not even breakfast. Like, it's just, that's how you know it was supposed to be funny. It's not even breakfast. First off, with the girl with the punching bag, why does Shelly and Alandria deserve to be hit? Why? Can somebody tell me what the hell they did? Can somebody tell me what the hell Shelly and Alandria did to warrant people wanting to fight them? This entire season, what Shelly and Alandria done to make you as a viewer want to punch them? What have they done? What have they done? Please, somebody, anybody. Because I don't get it. Why is that a joke? Why is that funny? Why is that even the rhetoric going around online? Why is there a Shelly hate train? Why? What has she done? Literally, somebody, please, I'm really lost. What has she done? What has she done? Like, it makes no sense to me whatsoever. All right, let's see. Real quick with this, so I won't forget. Referencing, do I talk to her now? He stated, because they wanted him to go talk to Alandria, and he was like, well, she eating right now. Am I supposed to go now? I felt like it was like, bro, she eating, like, I'm a chill type ish. That's how I took it, but I could see if you took it a different way. Somebody needs to get fired. Oh, for sure. They didn't have good intentions. Shelly literally hasn't done anything all season to deserve all this. What has she done, bro? What has she done? Came out melanated. Because at the very beginning of the season, Shelly and Alandria was y'all faves. Now, what have they done to take this turn? Nothing. If you ask me, nothing. Literally nothing. Shelly and Alandria didn't crumble to Huda's fake tears and immediately come. That's literally the only thing that it could be. Which, is that a bad thing? No. Does that warrant a knuckle sandwich? No. I'm sorry that I'm not falling for your fake I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm sorry that I don't want to talk to you while I'm upset because I might say something to hurt your feelings. That's called maturity. Because if I was on the show, I would have snatched her ass up off of Ace. That's what really would have happened. That's what really would have happened. And I'm happy, like, when Alandria Mama came, she said, no matter what anybody says, you have handled yourself with grace. And I'm so proud of you. Because what have they done wrong? Nothing. Could we have given Huda a knuckle sandwich when she was telling Jeremiah that he is a punk ass bitch? A pussy ass bitch, my bad. Hello? What about when she was calling bombshells just to their face? Hello? But Shelly and Alandria do what? And get more hate than Huda? Ridiculous. It has to be a race thing. It has to be. Wanna know why? Because nothing else makes sense. Shelly and Alandria didn't oh yeah, my bad, I already did. Same thing happened to Megan Thee Stallion at the DreamCon event. And the crazy part is, I looked at something DreamCon related, and I'm just now hearing about this. The DreamCon social media like Tory post under the special guest Megan post. I don't understand, because I do remember seeing like some streamer girl talk about, oh no, it's free Tory over here. I was like, bitch, don't nobody give a fuck about you, bitch. You're not my target fan base anyways, bitch. You're not even the Tory's target fan base, bitch. Nobody give a fuck about your opinion. But I went off on that little girl in the comment section, baby, because you thought that shit was cool, bitch. Nobody even, bro, you thought that shit was cool, lame ass, weird ass, stay behind a computer ass looking ass bitch. That's what she need to be. Don't get me started, because Meg, baby, well, I don't play by Meg over here. You would thought that was my cousin or something. Because they called out the narcissist on her book. Exactly. They called that Huda. Yup. It's the hood rats. It has to be. I heard it was all I'm sorry. I don't know why this making me laugh. I heard it was all old, bald, white men behind production. Someone exposed it. Oh, I think when they said Megan took a picture, like when she was behind the scenes, and they saw that it was like some old white. I mean, are we surprised? That's how a lot of production companies look. That's how a lot of production companies look. But honestly, here's the thing. With what happened, what was shot, what was edited, what was shown to us on TV. Still, none of that, to me, gave villain from Shelly and Olandria. None of that gave villain. It's how people are perceiving it. And they perceive it how they want to perceive it because they have undertones. You know what I'm saying? That's what it has to be. Hey, G. Shout out to you for dropping in the live. Right. I say it again. I just wanted Maya and Brian to win. I hope Nigga and Landria thrive outside of the village. They won't. But if Nigga and Landria wins, cheers to them. I have 2 phones. Voted for both couples. Oh, look at you. Splitting the vote. Okay, now, how long y'all talk to each other? Was a special announced on social media during comment page. Like Tori's post on the management. Well, yeah, you guys. It's unprofessional. And just the same way as I cancel Target, cancel BuzzFeed too. I used to be on BuzzFeed hard too. But nah, baby. Because things like that have to get approved. And all y'all thought that was funny? Stop it. Everybody came up with a fake redemption arc, so they're not gonna call Huda out when she's wrong. Okay, so when it comes to production, they definitely did that for sure. Definitely kept Huda on the show. And as somebody who, I haven't been in media per se, but who has studied media, I do understand giving the Islanders a chance to vote out Huda. They chose to keep her. So now that Huda is on this show, she's been receiving a lot of backlash. Let's have her talk to the on-site psychiatrist, because you can't tell me that wasn't happening. You can't tell me that her confessionals after were definitely a script. I'm acknowledging what she is saying, and I apologize, and I'm taking accountability. All buzzwords that we said she wasn't doing, they gave her a script in those confessionals. You can't tell me otherwise. But anyways, constructing a Huda redemption arc so she would get less hate when she got out of the villa, because it was so bad to the point to where we were concerned for her mental health. We were concerned for her mental health on the show and when she left the villa. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely was. I was like, how people are coming at this girl, she don't even give her phone back type ish. So I understand them wanting to give her this redemption arc. I understand them wanting to, you gotta calm down, you gotta talk to the psychiatrist, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? I understand that for sure. However, I feel like, I'm not gonna say the same thing could have been done for Shelly and Olandria, because they weren't villains. Like, I don't need a redemption arc because I ain't do nothing bad. But anyways, I do feel like after the Heartthrob challenge, whatever, I do feel like production was definitely setting up meetings between Shelly and Huda, and Olandria and Huda. I do feel like they had Shelly and Huda go sit out on that dock and come to some type of conclusion, because I feel like they didn't. But I know that they was like, it's crazy in the outside world. Y'all need to squash this. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. It's tricky. It's tricky. I'm not saying production is right by any means. It's just like, where were all the anti-bullying stuff when people were coming at Huda? That's the type of stuff that I'm upset with. You know what I'm saying? When Huda was getting a lot of backlash on the internet, we had to throw up a disclaimer. When Shelly and Landry are getting backlash for whatever the reason, they just, it's been like 3 weeks, bro. It's been like 2 weeks. They just, let me see if I still have it, posted something. Hold on, let me go and get it. Live, right? I gotta go find it. They just 46 minutes ago put something on the Love Island app. It's not app, but it says, huge thanks to everyone who has joined us for Love Island USA Season 7. We can't wait to celebrate our incredible Islanders in tomorrow's nice finale. Love Island exists because of the real people who share their search for love with the world. Our hosts and our Islanders deserve respect and kindness for opening their hearts to experience and the viewers everywhere. And to viewers everywhere. As this season comes to a close, let's show them our love and support. And that was honestly only one sentence in there was talking about being kind. It's been 2 weeks and 46 minutes ago, y'all just now say something? Ariana comes out and basically sides with Huda, which of course fuels that narrative. That's why her ass been quiet ever since. Shut up, bitch. Don't say nothing else. Because now we on your head. Woo, boy. White knuckles, too. Excuse me. I don't have Love Island history like that. G, are you still in the chat? You notice how Chris didn't say that Huda was not his peak? Oh, of course not. Whose peak was she? Happy that Ace and Shelly left the villa. They were two of an exhausting couple. You think so? Exhausting? Shelly and Ace honestly didn't get a lot of screen time, in my personal opinion. The most screen time Shelly and Ace got was during the Heartthrob challenge thing, when they had that whole little back and forth. That was literally like 2 episodes, in my personal opinion. They need a bullying disclaimer. Exactly. I don't know. Ace was exhausted on his own as the island supervisor. All right, y'all. Last thing we got to talk about before we get into some highlights is Sierra. So Sierra, and that's how this week 6 kicked off, actually, with her evacuation from the island. But Sierra came out with an apology video for her usage of a racial slur. And I'm gonna read this little itty bitty quote. Hopefully y'all seen the video already, but here he goes. While I was in the villa, there were some posts that resurfaced from my past where I was very naively using an incredibly offensive and derogatory term, she said. This is from USA Today. I had no idea that the word held as much pain, as much harm, and came with the history that it did, or I never would have used it. I had no ill intention when I was using it, but that's absolutely no excuse because intent doesn't excuse ignorance. It goes on. It's not for me to accept the apology or not, but I do feel like it was sincere. As I guessed, she did not know the history of it because I just watching videos, reading comment sections, so many people did not know this word. The people who did know the word did not know the history of the word. And then, of course, you have a small population that knew the word and the history of the word. So to just assume that she knew, I felt like it wasn't fair because so many people did it. In her apology video, she also addressed how different posts have been going up about her multiple usage of the word. And she said she had been using that word because she did not know about the history. She said it wasn't until 2024 and she uploaded her DM, when somebody corrected her and educated her. She said, and then that is when she was made aware, she apologized, and I think she said she edited the post or whatever. My opinion, because a lot of people was like, oh, but multiple people told you. I'm like, how do y'all know that they just didn't make that up? Like, in the day and age of Photoshop and AI, people can make fake DMs. Y'all do know that, right? I just feel like a lot of people on the internet they read one thing and they that's Bible, that's law. You know what I'm saying? And we need to have better literacy when it comes to that. We need to think about a lot of things when it comes to that. A lot of people said that they didn't like her hoodie, her sweatshirt that she was wearing. I thought it was fitting. I think it said empathy or empath, which means having empathy for others in regards to her and other people having empathy for her in regards to how other people are coming at her. Because I felt like a lot of the outrage was overweighed by the fandom that just takes things from 0 to 100 real quick. Calling ice on her family members. Come on, bro. Y'all can't be for real. Oh, this season has been a mess, and I'm so happy it's over, bro. I'm so happy it's over. I'm so happy it's over. I feel bad for her. People are saying the apology was fake, even though it may be real. They aren't going to forgive her. Why? How was the apology fake? I felt like it was well thought out, well articulated. It wasn't heavily edited. It was like only one cut, and that's probably because she was probably rambling. You know what I'm saying? But it don't matter. It don't matter. Was it? I hate to compare, but this particular Sierra has made all different types of blogs. I don't know if this is true, but they said it was on CNN. And I do know for a fact that it was like USA Today. Like, it's been on platforms that I wouldn't even think that it would be on, type ish. You know what I'm saying? And it could be because silver lining, her incident is a chance to educate people, because a lot of people did not know that this was a derogatory word. You know what I'm saying? I hate that she has to be the example, you know, but at the end of the day, it's a learning lesson for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Was it? Yeah. Did Ulissa get all this press? I'm just saying. Did Ulissa get all this press? And then her ignorant ass is back on TikTok talking about, oh, well, if y'all didn't want us to say it, you should have put it in music. I cut that shit off so fast because, bitch, don't make me mad. Don't piss me off. Now, that's how you know when an apology is fake. That's how you know when an apology is fake. How you gonna come out? First off, Sierra came out on video. Ulissa typed a statement. That's a differentiation right there. Then after you typed that statement, Ulissa, you go back and basically try to justify your usage of it. That's how you know when an apology is fake. Sierra got on camera. Anyways, we about to proceed, y'all, because I got things to do today. I feel bad for her. People are saying her apology. Yeah. Unfortunately, anyone who makes an apology video people will nitpick everything about it. They only wanted her for, and that too, I felt like, was it really outrage, or was it multiple different like forces that came together? You know what I'm saying? The Nicolandria stands, the Huda stands, and then of course the people who were genuinely affected by her usage. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it kind of get overshadowed when all these other people are just so freaking loud. People are saying it's PR, and I don't know why. And if it's PR, do y'all the issue is, you wanna know what the issue is, D? When I was growing up, 2010, I wanted to be in PR. I was originally gonna go to college to be in public relations. I met this lady, career day at school, and she just made me like, she was PR for baseball. It was MLB. She did PR for them. Anyways, back in the day, people had PR agents for instances like this. What they don't understand is a lot of people, I think it's probably since Instagram really started popping, so maybe 2012, 2013, that's when people just started getting on camera and being just blah. And I would wonder often, where is their PR agent? Because a lot of people need a PR agent. Run it by me. Let me tell you if this is good or bad. Run it by me. Let me tell you if you should say this or not. That's the issue. People don't have PR agents anymore. So the public is used to people just being like. So when somebody is prim and polished, articulate, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Intentional. It has to be PR, which is not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. You want to make an apology video? Bet. Write it up. Run it by me. Let me see what it look like. Oh, you might want to change that word. People might get upset at that word. Change that word. You know what I'm saying? That was the norm. It just so happened that's not the norm anymore. So people think that PR means it's fake. When no, it means PR means this is the most professional way to say this without receiving backlash. That's it. Here, let me break down. In case y'all lost, in case y'all not with me. You know how you would type an email at work, right? Copy paste, put it in chat GPT. Say this in a professional tone. That's literally what a PR agent is. Public relations. How do you relate to the public? It's not a bad thing. It's a lost art form. It's not a bad thing. It's a lost art form. Thanks. I think Sierra's apology was empathetic and well done. An apology is all she can do. Yeah, right. Exactly. And at this point, this is all I can do. I can say that I apologize. I can say that I was uneducated. I can say that I am now educated. And I can say that I won't say it no more. Do with that what you wish. Old posts randomly gaining traction is weird to me. Exactly. Because I don't argue people in the comments. I state my opinion and I keep it pushing. But I stated under somebody's comment on TikTok. I was like, I said something. And then they was like, oh, well, it was multiple posts that she didn't da-da-da-da. And I was like, so y'all really just gonna go off of what y'all... These posts just came up today. Of them warning her in her DMs. Replying to her in her DMs. I was like, if I'm not mistaken, I was like, this... The racial word, I said, this came out like 10 days ago. Now people just now coming with receipts like, oh yeah, I warned her in my DM. Stop it. Stuff like that can be generated. You got to take stuff like that with a grain of salt. Anyways, let's go on. Oops. Before we do, like, comment, subscribe. If you're new here, thank you for coming. It's our last live. But thank y'all for being here. Appreciate you. Thumbs up the video. Drop a comment down in the comment section below if you're part of the rewatch gang. Share this video. Let people know that we're live. And of course, if you enjoy our commentary, if you think somebody needs to, hey, tune into this section of this video, share it. I really appreciate it. And of course, subscribe if you are not already subscribed right now. The outrage was disingenuous, which makes it counterproductive. Exactly. That's the good word. Counterproductive. Thank you. That's a great word. Great word. All right, let's proceed. Not much to really talk about. I mean, this does go into Nick and Landria Sierra's removal. And she also stated that they had every right to remove me. And I agree with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Y'all see my stance on it. But since the removal of Sierra, Nick and Olandria, the Nick Olandria clan, y'all all right? Nick Olandria fans, how y'all doing? This presented the opportunity for, at the recoupling, Olandria basically had to choose between Zach and Nick. And of course, I'm going to choose Nick because not only, you know, is he an OG, but he's my actual friend. So I'd rather keep my friend in the house than two random dudes I don't know. And that I'm not really even meshing with if we're going to be 100. Yes. Now, my real question, Nick Olandria fans, is are y'all buying it? That's my question. Are y'all really buying it? Because I'm not. Do y'all remember on the Meet the Parents night, Olandria's mom was like, you know, at first I was like, not Nick. Nick do too much. That's how I felt too, mama. That's exactly how I felt. I was like, why are people shipping Nick and Olandria when Nick is not the type of person that needs to be with Olandria? Like, y'all want her to be treated like a queen. And y'all didn't like how Taylor was stringing her along, but Nick was definitely bouncing from bombshell to bombshell to bombshell. Come on. So then, I couldn't deny. What I can't deny is that Nick is definitely infatuated by Olandria. I called it fetishizing. I think he does that to all POCs. I'm just saying. Because the moment that a white girl, blonde hair, blue eye walked in, oh, she's my type. Oh, she's my type. He'll try with the Mexicanas and the black girls and the Latinas. He'll try with them. But when the white girl comes, oh, that's my type. She my type. Okay. Well. Okay. I know for a fact that he is respectful of Olandria, and he definitely is physically attracted to Olandria. Sexually attracted to Olandria. Like people who fetishize usually are. I'm just saying. He talks about a lot of physical aspects when it comes to Olandria. I don't see anything past that. Nope, Olandria wants a tall black country man. Nick just wants a good time. I tried to believe Nick and Olandria, but nah, they just look good as friends. But you could tell Nick is going to treat her like a queen. He's been moving more mature with Olandria than he did with Sierra. Ain't no more options in the house, D, of course. Ain't no more options in the house, D, of course. Nick will not mess up with Olandria, and you can tell. And Olandria acted this way with Taylor. Nah. I'm gonna get to Olandria in a minute. I'm on Nick right now. And Sierra Hispanic. So Bella, Iris, Jaden. Oh wait, you just talking about like the people that he went through? Yeah. So yeah, I'm not buying it either. Yeah. So I don't know. Now let's go to Olandria. Olandria does not like Nick, y'all. I mean, I'm sorry, and that's okay because a lot of the times our dreams are better than our reality. That's so fine. When it comes to Olandria, she don't like Nick. She likes him as a person. He's a cool person. She thinks he's handsome. He's a handsome guy. Like, these are all facts. But on a romantic level, can I see myself being with this dude for real? She don't see that. And it could be because maybe she don't get down with the swirl. And it also could be because she still has that. Remember when we talked about her having that picture of what her life is going to look like? The countryman and on a ranch in the barn. That's the reason why I felt like she was on Taylor so hard, because he fit the dream that she had for herself in her head. And I still feel like Olandria has that dream that she has in her head, and Nick does not fit that dream. Still calling him Nicky Poo. And remember when he was like, I want to show you that I'm more than Nicky Poo, like just Nicholas now. She still called him Nicky Poo. What's your excuse for that, D? I wish Legend was still in here to help you out. She's still calling him Nicky Poo. And he already told her, yeah, nah, it's Nicholas now. Big Nick energy. No, it's still Nicky Poo, boo. I don't think, when it comes to Nick Olandria is not effing with Nick. I think earlier you stated that this is how she moved with Taylor. No, because she would at least lay on Taylor. You know what I'm saying? She would kiss Taylor outside of a challenge. She was more giddy when it came to Taylor. Even though we thought it was, I mean, it's pure delusion. Sometimes ignorance is bliss. She don't be giving Nick nothing. Even Shelly like, baby, I'm waiting on the kiss outside of a challenge. I'm waiting on it. Even Shelly like, y'all need to come on with it. If y'all gonna see if it's gonna be romantic, y'all need to see if it's gonna be romantic. There are friends that I've had, male friends. We thought, you know what? Yeah, let's get us a go. Nah, we better off as friends. It's exactly what's going to happen. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, D. All right. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, boo. All right, y'all. Let's get off of Nicolandria. Let's go on to Huda so we can get through this. Like I said, I gotta dip at 4:30 for sure. All right, let's talk about Hurricane Huda. Category 1. Category 1 means it was I don't want him in this live, D. No. When he dropped by, right when we started, he dropped by and he said, Nicolandria, we up in this. Fan fiction. Ooh, y'all should write a book. Matter of fact, it's gonna be a Netflix movie. It's gonna be a Netflix movie in 2 years max. I can bet my bottom dollar on it. Oh, y'all see this one? Alandria probably not impressed hearing about them 29 seconds. So she said, baby, this cuddle is all you gonna get from me. All right, y'all. Huda Hurricane 1. Category 1. The baby challenge. That's when she started to resurface. She was the only one that was not having fun. She was the dark cloud on the parade. Then when she literally tried to punk Chris into saying, don't tell me to shut up. Hey, don't tell me to shut up. I would have been like, bitch, shut the fuck up. And sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. She likes to try to son and little boy these grown-ass men. Y'all know what I'm saying? I don't rock with it. The baby challenge was fun, though. I don't know if y'all saw my review on it, but the baby challenge, it's a grading system, you guys. That baby is a robot. The baby is a robot. So it grades you on response time. So it's crying because you got to chime in with the little bracelets they had on. And then when you do chime in, time is still ticking, right? On what's wrong with the baby. Try to feed the baby. Baby ain't feeding. Try to change the baby. Baby still crying. Oh, I got to burp the baby. Like it's timed. It's time. Response time is one. Head and neck is another one. So basically, I guess, taking care of the baby. Some girl dropped in my comments and let me know, because I did this baby project in 2010, and she let me know that it now has like thermal sensors where, like, if the baby's too hot or too cold. I said, damn. Because a lot of people were upset. They thought that, hey, Ace should have won. I was like, Ace had 2 babies and 1 stroller during that marathon challenge. Them babies was probably bouncing all around like this. That's probably why he lost. Shelly had to deal with 3 kids that day. I'm dead. The next day. Oh, my bad. I think at the end of that day. Was it at the end of the day? We found out that Brian and Huda smashed. Now, can we talk about something I don't think I've been seeing, and I wish I would have said it in my review? Can we talk about, what's that one name? Chris kissing and telling? Does anybody find Chris weird for kissing and telling about what he and Huda did? Please let me know in the chat. Let me know. You see? Yes, y'all definitely stopped responding. Y'all was not in the chat. They was like, oh, Huda, oh my God, I want to talk about this bitch. I know it. We got to, though. She had made a reappearance. Me personally, though, I feel like Chris did some whole shit by exposing what they did in the bedroom, because the sheets was moving. I mean, I think like we saw like his leg or something. We saw something minute where you could leave it up to interpretation. But then he goes and tells Brian, I folded, bro. Like, we on TV. What if I didn't want people to know that I caught that body? What if I didn't want people to know that I caught that body? You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Chris a hypocrite because he... right. That's nobody's business, right, Chris? Right. Because now that he and Huda have done X, Y, and Z, and she doesn't want to kiss him publicly, he upset about it. All right. Now, I like when Amaya told Huda, let's reverse the roles. If I slept with a man and in public he don't want to claim me, I'm gonna be upset too. Love that for you, Amaya. Because Huda needs to start doing it a lot more, putting herself in other people's shoes, because that would help you understand people, right? However, when it comes to Huda, this is another example of how she fake. Let me tell you why. One, she had like 3 different excuses as to why she don't want to kiss this man in public. All right. One is, I want to move differently. And the other one, I could have sworn I heard her say it was mean. Or did she say that's just me? I don't know if she said that's just mean or that's just me. Y'all let me know what y'all heard. But then it was like, well, if he want more from me, then I'm going to need more from him. Well, bitch, what is it? Because every time you talk to somebody, it's a different reason as to why you're not kissing this man in public. I think she wants people to think that she's not moving as fast with Chris as she really is. She says she wants to do things differently from Jeremiah, but you're really doing the same thing. The only difference is you're trying to hide it from other people so they think you're moving differently. That's fake. That's fake. Be true to you, boo. Be true to you. I feel like this could have been an easy fix. They thought they came to a resolution, but they did not. They could have met each other in the middle. Chris said he was tired of having a conversation because she gonna think what she think, he gonna think what he think. Then she doubles down and say, hey, by the way, this right here. Hey, by the way, can you pay me more attention in the morning? I really like attention. I would have been like, well, can you kiss me in public? I really like to be kissed in public. Chris, that was your chance. Every time, Chris, you get a chance, you don't take it. You don't take it, sir. Because that was your chance right there. You want more attention? Absolutely. I want to be kissed in public. You don't want to kiss in public? Okay, well, can you at least hug me in public? Hold my hand in public? Rub my back in public? Play with my hair in public? Can you show some type of affection in public? No? Well, I like that. You like attention? I do too, in public. You got to meet in the middle. You got to meet in the middle. Here we go. Yeah, I want more attention, but when he kiss you, you don't want the attention. What is more of Hood? What is more for Huda? Like, what does someone need to do? Give her 2 pancakes instead of 1. She would like a flower as well. She wants more attention in the morning. Give her a compliment. Kiss her on the forehead. I don't know. Kiss her fucking feet. I have no idea. I have no idea. But they were sandwiched between Pepe, Iris, right? Like, they already know, sis. Because when Chris told Brian said, bro, I knew it, bro. I knew it. So it's like Brian was like, are they hunching over there? And when Chris confirmed it, he was like, bro, I knew it. So people already have an idea, sis. People already have an idea. Huda needs a man like Ace, but taller. Yeah, I see what you're saying. By the way, hunching next to other. Exactly. She don't know, y'all. She just be talking out her ass. What it is she's trying to deceive the other Islanders to thinking, and probably the viewers, to thinking that I'm not going to mess up like I did with Jeremiah, y'all. But you're literally still doing the same thing with Chris that you did with Jeremiah. Like, affection-wise, like moving too fast. You knew that man for like 3 days. Same thing with Jeremiah. You in the shower with him on day 3. Like, bro, you're doing the same thing. You're just trying to trick people to thinking that you're not. All right, last thing we're going to talk about, unless y'all got anything else about Huda. Last thing we're going to talk about are the shocking eliminations. We lost Taylor and Clark, which I know a lot of people were rooting for, but when it happened, a lot of people were shocked. Y'all confused me a little bit. Y'all know on this channel, I have been voting for Taylor and Clark as my favorite boy and girl, as my favorite couple, because I knew that a lot of people weren't going to vote for them because they wanted Taylor out. More specifically, Taylor and Clark at one point in time, Taylor and Clark. But people started calling out people for being weird. Why y'all hate Clark? So now it's like, oh no, I'm sorry, Clark, that I was mean to you. It's really Taylor. Y'all blow with the wind at this bitch. But anyways, They left after being closed off. This cheer was so cute. By the way, Taylor, that is not how you make an E. That was definitely a K. This is how you make an E. But to me, they were the last quote-unquote real couple in the villa, and they got eliminated right when they closed off. We call it the kiss of death. Let's go to Ace and Shelly. Also, not even closed off, exclusive, meaning this is beyond the villa. Okay, shout out to Beyond the Villa that comes out tomorrow. This is beyond the villa. All right, they use that term exclusive. Ace and Shelly went exclusive, got kicked off the next day. Kiss of death. Wow. If y'all watch I Be Chillin', he stated it. He was like, this is the environment that Ace was promoting. Never lock in on one person. Explore, explore, explore. And ironically so, when they locked in, they got kicked off. Just like Jeremiah. Strong connection. 2 strong connections. Kicked off. Hannah. 2 strong connections. Kicked off. Charlie. Strong connection. Kicked off. That was the environment that y'all was promoting. And that environment came back and beat y'all in the butt. Team Clayler. I didn't know we had a team name. Everyone that closed off got eliminated. What kind of love island is it exactly? Right now it's Situationship Island. Right now it's Situationship Island. It's Makeshift Couple Island. It's nobody else is here, so let's stay together Island. Hey y'all, both Taylor and Ace were not escaping backlash from their actions against Jeremiah no matter what. I feel like it died down a little bit, but yeah, for sure. But Nick was there the whole time with the same BS, and I agree with that. Nobody really coming for Nick like that, like they coming for Taylor and Ace, because out of Taylor and Ace, Nick was the closest with Jeremiah. Let's get into it. Jeremiah called Nick his best friend multiple times. That's the only reason why Huda told Nick about the baby, because that was his best bro in the house, and she was cool with Nick too. Come on. Oh yeah, I kept wondering if there was a plan to try to get a spinoff, but I'm sure that'll happen with this. Ooh. Please no. And the crazy part is, I think I would like this cast outside of the villa. I really do. I really do. I like the boys' bromance. I do. I love Shelly and Ace. I love Shelly and Olandria together. I do. I am interested to see Huda's dating life, if she's going to grow or if she's still going to be the same. I feel like outside the villa, this cast would do fine, but the fans, because of the fans and the stan accounts, not even fans, the stans, I think they have ruined chances for this cast to come back. If I was Love Island, I wouldn't want to have anything else to do with this cast because of the fandom that comes with it. Oh no. Nick was the only one who tried to vote Huda off. Yeah, but doesn't it also sound like he's fake? He tried to vote her off, but he would still be in her face the next day like, oh, you're growing so much. Yeah, but I want to send you home. Huh? He had Olympia's back when it came to Taylor. So that's why he separated. Okay, I guess. I wouldn't call it separated at this point. I guess because he's done evil, but he's done some good afterwards. Is that why? Nick was also the first one that put something in the air about Jeremiah and Hood's relationship being a bad thing. It was Ace, but Nick definitely chimed in. I think it was after one of those challenges. He was like, doesn't that worry you, bro? Like, you don't think that she's gonna do that like in the real world, bro? All right, y'all. What else we got to talk about? I guess final thoughts. What are y'all final thoughts about the season tomorrow? Oh yeah, who did y'all vote for? I think I asked y'all that at the very beginning of the video. I'll tell y'all who I voted for, because y'all know I did not vote after Taylor and Clark went home. I didn't vote. I said F y'all. Y'all can have this show. Y'all can have this show. But then when I saw Shelly and Ace went home, I said I gotta vote because I don't want to risk Huda And if this show is smart, it would have to be Amaya and Brian because they are the least Amaya and Brian or Iris and Pepe because they are the least problematic couple. Y'all know Nick got that cat video going around. Y'all know Huda, if they let Huda win, oh. So the least problematic people, if you think about brand deals and promotions and the face of your show, because the winners are the face of your show, it will have to be Amaya and Brian or Iris and Pepe. I personally did vote, and I voted for Amaya and Brian because hopefully they have potential outside of the villa. I don't think nobody else does. Pepe and Iris, no. They might. Grant called them F buddies because baby, they had it every night. Chris and Huda, he's running. Nick Landria, friends. Amaya and Brian, they might have something outside of the villa. All right, y'all. Final thoughts, and we gonna wrap it up. Final thoughts, and we gonna wrap it up. Facts. Nick kept his conscience clear by not ganging up on Huda when people were going behind her back, but he always let her know. Show with the votes. Nick was wishy-washy. That wishy-washy. Them Iris fans were making videos of how cute her crying over TJ was, and they're making videos where they outed her, like her. So Iris and Pepe are a sleeper threat. Oh, for sure. You know the white people. Come on now. Just like we vote for everybody, they gonna vote for everybody. Quit it now. Yes, thank you. Have a great weekend, y'all. You only calling them for here we go. Only calling them friends because they only couple, not smash. No, that's not it. I'm only calling them friends because Olandria doesn't like him. I don't see what y'all don't see. The same way y'all could tell Taylor didn't like Olandria. Olandria is treating Nick the same way. Like what? Come on, y'all. That's okay. Our dreams are better than our reality a lot of the times. I don't know. That's funny. I didn't know friends could be married. They are not married. Do better next year. Oh yes. They are casting for season 8. I think they should take a break in between seasons. I think they need to really let the hype die down. But you know, money, right? Money. They're gonna keep it going. If y'all apply, please make sure that you erase your digital footprint on every application, because I've applied for my fair share of shows, and on every application they ask this question. This question right here. Is there any other information we should be made aware of concerning your application, including anything in your past that may attract negative press or publicity? If yes, please provide details. I have applied for my fair share of shows, and they all have that question. All the applications have that question on there. Is there anything from your past that may attract negative press or publicity? So if you know you got a questionable past, if you know somebody might dig up some stuff or be releasing some stuff of you, need not apply. Need not apply, because you can bet your bottom dollar they're not gonna have another season like they had this season. You can bet your bottom dollar they are not going to have the same season like they had this season, because it was too much from the very beginning. With Yulissa, it set the tone. Love Island, I asked that you also do psychological background checks, and don't let people barely slide over just because, oh, she crazy, but she might be the right kind of crazy that we need. No. Come on now. We need personalities. We don't need mental disorders. I'm just saying. This season was really trash. Wasted 6 weeks. Oh, baby, D. When I tell you my last review, I was like taking up my entire summer. I wish I had never committed to this. I mean, I appreciate the over 200 subbies that I have found over the course of this Love Island. I love and appreciate y'all. I really do. That I won't take back. But my time, my stress, I had to go touch grass. That's why I was like, I haven't even the last like 3 episodes. I'm gonna watch it when I watch it. Like I can't. I need to detach from all of this. That's why I'm gonna drop my season finale video, and I'm done with Love Island until next June. Okay, yeah. I like how Nick always stands up for Alandria. They have each other's backs. So I voted for Nick Alandria. Okay. Are you going to apply? Hell no. Fuck no. If I was ever going to apply, not apply as a bombshell. If I was ever going to, y'all know, baby, and I come on here looking busted, and y'all really want me to apply. But if I was to ever apply, it would have been pre-season 6 because y'all not about to eat me up how y'all been eating it. Hell no. Y'all think Shelly and Alandria were mean girls? Baby. When I'm fed up, if you come for me, when I'm fed up, or when people getting dog piled on, I don't play, bro. I don't play. This woman will tell it like it is and snatch up anybody. I'm not gonna snatch up people. I would have snatched up Huda off of Ace though. Like, come on, bro. Like, you doing too much. Y'all funny. Looking forward to your reaction. Yes. Matter of fact, if they win, I'm gonna go live. How about that? If Nick and Alandria win, I will go live. Matter of fact, fuck no, because it's not gonna be because of them. It's gonna be because of y'all. It's not gonna be because of them. It's gonna be because of y'all. Stop it. Y'all are a mess. All right, y'all. It's 4:30. That's my time. And the background music just went off, so that's a sign. All right. Thank y'all so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. Be sure you like the video. Drop that in the chat. Let me know that you were here. Comment section. Let me know that y'all were here. Subscribe. Stick around. I'll see y'all for the finale. I'm doing Big Brother. Please go show my Big Brother review some love because I just uploaded it this morning, which is 2 days late, which means it's not receiving traction. So please go show my Big Brother video some love, especially if y'all watch Big Brother. All right. Love and appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for sticking with me for 6 weeks. Damn. Check out the playlist. Check out the channel. You know what I'm saying? It don't stop here. Squid Game, the challenge season 2 that I also applied for, comes out in November. Big Brother is now. I heard Love is Blind is coming back on. We in this thing. You know what I'm saying? So stick around. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.